Have you ever felt like your fears were running your life? Imagine if you could face them, overcome them, and finally reclaim your emotional freedom. Sounds impossible? Today, I'm here to show you it's not. Think back to a moment when anxiety held you back from doing something you truly wanted. Maybe it was speaking in public, boarding a flight, or even something simpler, like starting a conversation with someone new. Now, picture yourself confronting that fear and coming out stronger. That's what we're diving into today. How exposure therapy can transform the way you approach fear and give you the tools to take back control. The anxiety cycle and the importance of breaking it. Anxiety often operates as a vicious cycle, fueled by avoidance. When we avoid situations that cause fear, we reinforce the idea that they are dangerous, perpetuating the cycle. Imagine someone afraid of elevators. By avoiding them, the anxiety grows stronger, making it increasingly harder to face the situation. Avoidance not only amplifies fear but also narrows your world, making even simple tasks feel overwhelming. Each instance of avoidance convinces the brain that the fear is valid, strengthening the grip anxiety has on daily life. Over time, this cycle can snowball, leaving individuals feeling trapped by their own thoughts and behaviors, as if fear is dictating their every move. Facing fears, even in small steps, is the key to breaking the cycle. Picture a snowball rolling downhill. Each act of avoidance adds to its size. By taking small, deliberate steps, you're exposing that snowball to the sun, melting it gradually. Each small victory not only weakens the anxiety, but also fosters resilience and confidence. Over time, these steps create momentum, proving that fears are often exaggerated and manageable when broken down into smaller pieces. How neuroplasticity transforms fear. The human brain is remarkably adaptable, and neuroplasticity is the foundation of exposure therapy. By repeatedly confronting fears, we create new neural connections that associate formerly feared situations with feelings of safety instead of danger. For instance, someone with a fear of heights might begin by standing on a low step. With each repeated attempt, their brain learns to replace alarm responses with confidence. This adaptability means that even long-standing fears aren't permanent. The brain's ability to change allows us to rewrite fear-based responses, gradually replacing them with feelings of security and empowerment. It's a reminder that fear doesn't have to define us. Each step forward reinforces new, healthier pathways, making fears feel less overwhelming over time and providing a clearer path to emotional freedom. This rewiring process requires intentional effort and repetition. Avoidance reinforces the brain's fear circuits, but each courageous step weakens them and builds healthier patterns. With time, these new pathways lead to lasting changes in behavior, making once daunting situations feel ordinary. Benefits and practical applications of exposure therapy. Exposure therapy doesn't just reduce anxiety. It builds confidence and fosters personal growth. Imagine someone overcoming a fear of flying. They might start with virtual simulations, progress to visiting a grounded airplane, and eventually take a short flight. The emotional growth extends beyond the specific fear being addressed. As individuals gain confidence in one area, they often feel more empowered to tackle other challenges in life. This cascading effect demonstrates how exposure therapy can be a catalyst for broader personal transformation, helping people reframe their relationship with anxiety and fear in a profound way. A key component is the exposure hierarchy, a structured plan that begins with less intimidating tasks and progresses to more challenging ones. The beauty of this approach lies in its scalability, allowing people to adapt it to their unique fears and pace, ensuring the process feels achievable rather than overwhelming. Practical steps for getting started. Applying exposure therapy begins with clearly identifying the fear you want to tackle. The more specific you are, the easier it is to design a plan. Next, set achievable and motivating goals. These act as milestones that provide direction and encourage progress. Having measurable targets ensures tangible progress and keeps you motivated. By celebrating each step, you transform what once felt impossible into a series of manageable actions. Finally, structure your journey using an exposure hierarchy or ladder. Start with the least intimidating scenario and gradually work toward the most challenging. Repetition and persistence are key at every step. And remember, small victories compound, creating a foundation for long-term change. Staying motivated, small wins, and long-term growth. Facing fears is an act of courage, and every step forward is a victory worth celebrating. Consider tracking your journey. Write down your anxiety levels before and after each exposure. Seeing the numbers drop over time provides clear evidence of growth and builds motivation to continue. Motivation can also be fueled by focusing on the bigger picture. Reflect on how your life will change as you overcome these fears. Each step forward isn't just about conquering fears, but about creating a life aligned with your goals and dreams. Progress isn't linear, but with persistence, each step rewrites the narrative of what you're capable of achieving. Facing your fears isn't just about overcoming challenges. It's about reclaiming your freedom and transforming your life. Imagine looking back one day and realizing how far you've come, not because fear disappeared, but because you chose to rise above it. Every small step builds a foundation for lasting change. Now, it's your turn. What fear is holding you back? Picture what your life could look like if it no longer controlled you. Share your thoughts in the comments. What fear will you conquer first? Let's start the conversation. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Together, we can rewrite the story of fear one step at a time.